Hello again, everybody. This is Ben back again with all of you out there, and for this video, I'm gonna now show you guys my Star Wars VHS and DVD collection. Since because as you know, earlier this month I brought up the Star Wars Episode 2 DVD, and I've been planning to remake this kind of to film another Star Wars video, like kind of since then. Because as you know, this will be the second time that I've done this, because the first time I did this collection was actually way back at the end of 2019, but of course at that time it was just only the videotapes. I didn't show the DVDs, I just only showed the videotapes. But you know, like I said, I didn't show the DVDs, but now for this video I'm going to now show you both the DVDs and VHS tapes. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get right into this. I have all three films of the original trilogy plus The Phantom Menace on VHS, and then I have all the originals and the prequels on DVD. So I think that's maybe technically a reason why I didn't did the DVDs the last time I did, was because I didn't have episode 2 up here, so I wanted to kind of have that up so I can be able to do it. But now that I brought it up, I'm now able to do it. So let's go ahead and get to it. First up, we have the original trilogy, which is a part of this box set right here, containing all three films. As you can see right here, both in their original titles. Then we got the front of it, of course, and then the top, the bottom, the back. Then we have this side here, which is pretty cool. I know somebody named Stephanie Sabella used to own it, but that's okay. It doesn't bother me. So now I'm going to show you the tapes, which, as you know, are in this big gold cardboard-like brick, I guess you could say, which is pretty cool. So first up, we have Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, which is, as you know, the very first Star Wars film. But of course, these were named before these are all named in their original titles, like I said, and A New Hope name didn't come about until, I think it was a re-release in the early 80s or so. So they put these under their original names. But anyways, we got and also not mentioning the episode number, but anyways, we got the label and then the print date. I'm gonna move that up a bit just to have a bit more room. Here we have The Empire Strikes Back, or Episode 5, Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. The first one was 1977, this one's from 1980. So, and all these are re-releases from 1997, both theatrically and on home video. And finally, of the originals and the tapes, at that, we have Return of the Jedi, which is Episode 6. Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. This is from 1983. And it was the final Star Wars film to be made until The Phantom Menace in 1999. So we got that. So I'm gonna put these all back in the box here. Oops. There we go. And next up, we have Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. This is from 1999, like I said, and this is a 2000 video release. All these don't have critic reviews, so yep. Here we have the label, and then the print date is December 30th, 1999, printed a day before the New Year's Eve, and it printed just 2 days before the New Year of 2000, the new millennium and all that. So, but anyways, that's it for the tapes. Now I'm gonna go on to the DVDs, in which the DVDs I have in the order by release year. I don't have them in the storyline order, like the saga like the story of the saga, basically, like how it goes from the prequels to the originals. I don't have it that way. I just have these by release year. So we're going to start with the originals and then the prequels. So to start off, we have Star Wars Episode 4, New Hope. This is the DVD counterpart, like I said. Disc 1 has commentary by George Lucas, Ben Burtt, Dennis Muren, and Carrie Fisher. DVD Ron Webley to exclusive Star Wars content. This is the full screen version. So there's the aspect ratio and the full screen thing, and then the sound, English Dolby 5.1 Surround DX, English 2.0 Surround, and the same goes with the French and Spanish. And then disc 2, it is the original theatrical version of the film, and plus has Lego Star Wars 2 video game, Xbox demo, and trailer. And this time, it has the original theatrical version on this release is in the original widescreen ratio, so it's kind of interesting how they decided to do it with this, but that's okay. And then there's the sound and subtitles. There's the original logo and then the original artwork. Well, one of the original artworks. It's not the only original, but you have disc 1, which has the 1990s, the later version of Star Wars, which, as you know, would be A New Hope, and then we have the second disc, which is the original version, and we have the guide for it here. Next up, we have The Empire Strikes Back. Then disc 1 has commentary by George Lucas, Irvin Kershner, Ben Burtt, Dennis Muren, and Carrie Fisher. And it's pretty much the same exact features, but just it has the it's for The Empire Strikes Back, so there's the original theatrical version right there, and then the aspect ratio, and then there's the original logo and the artwork, one of the original artworks. Here's disc 1, and then here's disc 2, and then the guide there. Here we have Return of the Jedi. Same exact features, just, for the Return of the Jedi, and then the original logo, and then one of the original artworks. This one does not have a guide, unfortunately, but we have disc 1, disc 2. These were also released in widescreen, but we have these in full screen. I had these since back in the day. And also, these are all limited edition releases. I didn't actually surprisingly notice that. And then the prequels, which I'm about to show, don't have the limited edition thing. So these releases, we kind of lucky we got them, because I think they're now pretty hard to find. But anyways, now we're going on to the prequels, which we have The Phantom Menace right here. And disc 1, it has the commentary by George Lucas, Rick McCullen, Ben Burtt, Rob Coleman, John Knoll, Dennis Muren, and Scott Squires. Then the aspect ratio, and then the sound and subtitles. I'm not going to read these features for disc 2 because it's so many, but you can feel free to pause and read it. And yeah, the disc tray for to hold the first disc, unfortunately, it's gone, so I just have to have this like this. I think my Attack of the Clones DVD is like that as well. Yeah, I think it is. But anyways, we have disc 1, which you can see Darth Maul's face, and then the second disc has the duel scene at the climax of the film. Here's Attack of the Clones right here. This is from 2002, and The Phantom Menace is from 1999. Has the commentary by George Lucas, Rick McCullen, Ben Burtt, Rob Coleman, Pablo Hellman, John Knoll, Ben Snow, and then their features, and then the special features for disc 2. Yep, the disc tray is gone, I remembered, but here's disc 1, then disc 2. And finally, we have Revenge of the Sith, which is from 2005. Commentary by George Lucas, Rick McCullen. I think it's, the reason I'm saying it is because, because it's different people. But the commentary on this is by George Lucas, Rick McCullen, Rob Coleman. It's hard to read because of the sticker there, and John Nolan, Roger Guyatt, and the same features, and then the disc 2 features. This one does have a disc tray, and here's disc 1 and disc 2. Okay, so that concludes my Star Wars VHS and DVD collection video, and I will see you again some other time soon. Maybe later today or one of these days. Probably more likely one of these days, depending on it, but, you know, probably likely so. You know, anyway. But at the same time, you know, you never know, so depending on how I feel about it. So anyways, that is it for this video, and I'll see you again soon.